So we're in Dolores Hidalgo doing some pottery buying for our new house. So this town is pretty lively. It's the pottery center here in Mexico. Dolores Hidalgo is where the independence or the revolution against the Spanish. This is the birthplace of the independence movement. So it's a very, very lively little town. We're in a pottery shop right now making some purchases. We've been walking up and down the street. It's like 2 in the afternoon and it's hot as all heck. We're in a lower valley, so it's a little warmer than on the Guanajuato side of the mountain range. But yeah, it's a busy street. Hundreds and hundreds of shops up and down the street, no matter which way you look. A lot of pottery, arts and craft, artisans, goods. A lot of people. Money, money, money being made. So that's where we're at right now. Well, today we're in Dolores Hidalgo. We were looking for some mugs, some bowls, a water dispenser, iron stand, etc. So this is a fairly small town. It's about 50 kilometers from Guanajuato on the other side of the mountain range. So the main highway that goes through Guanajuato and up across the mountain, it's a very, very mountainous road, and not a horrible amount of traffic. There is public buses. That's the biggest vehicles that you see there, and then the local trucks, and then lots of cars. And it's a Saturday, so it's a very, very busy day here, but a lot of people out. Social distancing is fairly much observed here. Masks, everybody wears masks, but the social distancing as far as the 6 foot, for the most part, really you can't observe that part of it. It's just there's just so many people. But it's not as chaotic as let's say Progreso was. Progreso was very chaotic. And here there's a fairly orderly flow of people up and down both sides of the street. So that's what that was our little trip today. And Melissa got everything that she wanted on this trip, at least. Nice little town. Great shopping if you're looking for pottery, ceramics, etc. So we're on the road to Valenciana, highway number 110 that cuts through these mountains. And as we climb up these elevations, a lot of ear popping, a lot of sheer drop-offs on our, right now they're on the right. And this road is very, very windy. Posted speed limits are around 40 to 50 miles an hour. There's some pretty hairpin turns. So I thought you might like the view. We'll let this run for a little bit. the small town of Santa Rosa. It's stuck right here in the middle of the mountains. I have no idea how populous it is, but there's quite a few homes on both sides of the mountain. It's about probably 10 kilometers from Valenciana. Most of the town just kind of skirts this road to the left and right. Basically one street on either side, straddling it. And the thing that you'll see occasionally, I don't know if they'll catch it in the video, these gated little compounds. It's very common here in Mexico. People will come out here and buy a tract of land, and they'll put, pretty substantial wall around it, and like a compound. Which is really pretty much all I can describe it as. And basically, they just live here in semi-isolation, I guess. But a lot of restaurants, some shops. But there's not much of a tourist draw here in this town. 5 minutes. So this road is very reminiscent of driving along the Appalachian. What else would you say?
Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, very, very windy. We are literally hugging the side of the mountains. You really can't, from the video, I don't think you'll get a good impression of how sheer some of the drop-offs are. But on the right-hand side, especially in this particular stretch, there's only a few inches of shoulder in most places. There's really is not much room. So driving is, you have to pay attention. Melissa and I have already spoken. This is not a route that we would drive in the middle of the night. We would not drive this in bad weather, either heavy rain or snow. They do get snow up here in the winter, these higher elevations. But yeah, we're not thrill seekers. So caution, we're abundance of caution. I usually have slowed down, and when there is a shoulder, I'll let people pass me. People probably know this road better than I do. Coming into Valenciana from the north. You actually can't see where we live because it's below the mines. Once we get closer to the town, there's a lot of traffic. A lot of tour buses, little mini buses, and then the big buses like you expect to see. Very busy place. Busier than we expected, honestly. But because we live below the mine, below the tourist areas, we don't really see any of it. It's only until we come up from where our place is do we even see any of the tour buses and the groups of people. So then we'll almost home. So I'll shoot a little bit more video, show you what we got today. So we are unpacking our haul from our trip to Dolores Hidalgo. So this is a water urn. So typically in Mexico, you'll get these large jugs like you see over there, like the pink one. And then you will get a very nice, very nice display jug, and then you'll be able to fit if you want, you can fill this up with water, or you can nest this on top of here and let it feed through gravity. And then the spigot that Melissa had. We spent 220 pesos for this. So it's 11 bucks, 12 bucks. Melissa was looking up the comparable in the United States. These started at about $80. To go with that, we also got this iron stand. So it all fits together. This will fit on top of here. You can see it in the video. But there's a
You can see most of it.
there's a place cut out on the top for the spigot to fit. And this was 110 pesos. $9. And then we got 4 of these mugs, cups. They're actually more like soup cups. They were 35 pesos a piece. So at the average exchange rate, which has been between 18.50 and 19 pesos to the dollar. Those are those 4. And very nicely patterned. I guess you can't see that one too well. But yeah, I think those would be good for soups. And these are 4 mugs that we got. They're pretty much all the same. All in all, those cost 35 pesos as well. So we figured we spent $2.80 for the bowls, the mugs, $2.20 for the water. So that was 500, $110 for the stand. So that's $610 so far, so 610 pesos. And then last but not least, I also got these ceramic fruits. So these are kind of like different kind of chilies. A decorative item nonetheless, but still very cool. Very common in kitchens. So this is just vegetables. It's tomatoes, carrots, avocados. And so the string of all 3 strings cost us 120 pesos. This is fruits, banana, papaya, apples, pineapples, etc. So it cost us 120 pesos. So all in all, that little haul cost us 730 pesos. So not too bad. About $40. Couldn't buy a fraction of that in the United States for $40, but very nice little stuff, little nice little haul. We're pretty happy with all of it. That's it. So that was our trip to Dolores Hidalgo, and we might go back. There were some other pieces that we thought were pretty cool, but that was it for this trip. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, so hasta luego.